Hello everyone, how y'all doing? This is Turi the Small GD speaking here, and welcome to this Empire Total War Let's Play of Hungary. Now, this isn't the first time that I played as Hungary. This is my second attempt of making this campaign. The last campaign that we did, unfortunately, ended with a very nasty safe corruption problem. I've never experienced such bad corruptions before. I even tried my best to save it as much as I could, but there was no way for me of doing it. And I'm still salty about it till this day. And I really liked playing as Hungary. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it another shot. We are gonna be using the same setup as before. And if someone here is wondering what I'm wondering about the same setup, don't worry, I'll explain that once we get into the game. One thing that I will change though, we're not gonna go for a world domination this time. This time I want to do something a little bit different. We're instead gonna do a prestige campaign. I have never really done a prestige campaign. And not only do we need to have some key regions, we also need to be competing with the other major nations. So I think that will be an interesting campaign, I guess. But enough of me rambling here. Let's just get into it, shall we? Hard, very hard, and let's go. And here we are in the wonderful place of Hungary. Now, a very distinct viewer might notice that something is a little bit up with the campaign map. It's a little bit more colorful. And before you said it, yeah, I went ahead and added every single emergent nation into the campaign map. I mean, heck, if we're gonna be adding Hungary, I thought, you know what, why don't we just go ahead and add in the rest? And I literally mean when I say that I added in every single one of these. The mod that I'm currently running, which is the Minor Faction Revenge mod, from my own knowledge, it doesn't do this. There's no option to do this. And you could go ahead and argue and saying that, dude, why did you just get DOF mod or Empire Total Faction and you didn't have to do this sort of shit? And to that I say, well, I'm dumb. And I do very dumb things. Why? Because of shits and giggles. So just so that everyone is aware, this isn't possible with the Minor Faction Revenge mod unless you use modding tools in order to get it to work. And yes, this does make the game incredibly unstable. And it might have been the cause of why we experienced such a bad save corruption last time. But I just love the fact that there are way more nations on the map, and it just makes it more alive, I guess you could say. Not to mention, it just adds into overall chaos. I mean, heck, if you're from any of these emergent nations, you might as well go ahead and root for them and see how well they're gonna do. And if anyone here is not very too familiar with all of the emergent nations in the game, we'll do a little bit of a showcase before we actually start. And if you don't want to be part of that, you can go ahead and skip to this timestamp right here if you just want to get into the gameplay. I also want to go ahead and showcase something that I didn't even show the first time I did this. You know how usually when an emergent nations comes into the world, they don't really have unique leader traits. You just have the traits that the freaking ministers have. Like, they don't really spawn in with these types of traits. So I have gone out of my way and giving all of the emergent leaders actual traits. Now, some of them may or may not make sense. I'm not exactly a history freak. And some traits may be beneficial than the other, which could make for an easy campaign, medium campaign, or a hard campaign, depending on how detrimental or beneficial those traits are. So why don't we go ahead and introduce all of the emergent nations here. We got Grand Colombia, Mexico, Quebec, Ireland, Scotland, Norway, Hessen, Naples and Sicily, although within the Minor Faction Revenge mod they have been renamed into the Kingdom of Two Sicilies, and they come pre-activated with the mod. Greece, and I don't know if I'm saying this correctly or not, but Memluks, Afghanistan, Punjab, And lastly, but not least, the United States. Now, of course, having the United States and the 13 colonies coexisting like this is a bit of a, well, brain fart, because that shouldn't even be a thing. So here's a proposition here that maybe all of us can get behind. What if Boston was the only one that didn't freaking enjoy what the British was doing? Meanwhile, the other colonies were being all like, you know what, it's fine, it's probably fine, don't worry about it. But Boston weren't having it. So they decided just to break away and form their own freaking nation. A nation free from British tyranny, while the rest of the colonies just rolls their freaking eyes. It was easy to say that there's a lot of tension between the 13 colonies and the United States. But hopefully, that's something that we can work with. And that's basically all of the emergent nations in the game. But as of right now, what the hell do we have to work with here? We start off this campaign actually being a protectorate of Austria. Since if we need to be playing by the game's rules, Hungary themselves doesn't exist in the vanilla game, and since Austria and Hungary have a dual monarchy, that being, from what I know, Hungary actually is a separate kingdom, although Austria has a little bit more of an influence, I guess, like they call the shots. That would pretty much just make them a puppet. Of course, I could be entirely wrong, so if anyone knows Hungarian history better than I do, then please, for the love of hell, correct me. But if we're gonna be playing by the game's rules, we're gonna be a protectorate of Austria. And I think it's pretty good that we're being a protectorate of Austria, since if anyone dares to attack us, Austria is gonna join in on that. Could either be good or bad for Austria, but it's good to have somebody that has our back. But the bad thing being a protectorate nation is that your parent nation will actually slowly but steadily eat more of your income, and it will slowly ramp up. I mean, for an example, you could be gaining like maybe 5k per turn as it says, but instead you just get half of what you're promised. And that is an actual thing when you're playing as a protectorate nation, at least from my own experience. But I think we should remain in this protectorate status for as long as possible until it's not beneficial for us anymore. Since we could just upgrade ourselves to ally status, but the AI tends to sometimes just break the alliance and just turn on you sometimes. And I know better than to trust that. And I have not really seen the AI turning on their protectorate, not yet at least. Hopefully that won't happen. But I feel like we've been rambling for far too long here. Let's just go ahead and just get into it already. Now, we don't really have a big unit roster to work with here in the early game. And our game plan here is that we need to secure ourselves a port. And our best shot is actually Bosnia. However, we need to be taking Serbia as well, just so that these two regions connect with one another. And since these two regions are controlled by the Ottoman Empire, that's right, we have to get into a conflict with the Ottoman Empire. And we might drag Austria into it, mainly because we might need that support, but if we do that, we need to be seizing these regions before they do. Now, before we start recruiting units though, we should be checking on our cabinet. Not to mention, I might as well go ahead and show up the trait that the leader of Hungary has. He has a Hungarian Rider Master, and he's a little bit lewd. And having that -1 happiness for the lower classes, it may not seem as much, but it is kinda. Especially if you're gonna be sticking around for a long time. And also, I try my best to customize the ministers of the emergent nations as best as I could, since when they spawn in, they really have nothing. Hungary didn't spawn in with this, and I didn't want to make it too easy, so our cabinet ain't really that good. You're pretty much the only good one here, and I am for a very brief moment gonna take advantage of you, just so we can have less recruitment costs from getting these guys early. And once these 3 has been recruited, we're actually gonna go down to Serbia. Now that I have taken advantage of the recruitment discount, let's go ahead and move you think we can actually move you to the treasury, I think. But I don't really think there's anyone else we can really move. Guess we can put you in the army slot. Just so we don't get any extra upkeep costs and such. And there's really nothing else we can do. You don't even freaking have anything. So that's what we can work with for now. But in the next turn, there should be a new minister we can choose from. And hopefully it's not a bad one. And let's go ahead and select the technology before I forget. Let's go with this. And with that, we can go ahead and officially end our very first turn. I gotta say that it feels really good to play as Hungary again. But I'm also a little bit, well, scared that the save corruption is gonna happen again. And if that does happen again, then I just have to face the fact that I can't play as Hungary. Not with this kind of setup, at least. It's just that it's way more fun to play with this kind of setup. I mean, it does liven up the map a little bit. And speaking of which, there's one thing that I forgot to mention. Lots of alliances that got broken. For people that are wondering, hold on, if Hessen is in the Rhinelands, where the hell is Westphalia? Don't worry, they're still in the game. They have just been moved to a remote location. Now, I could have gone ahead and just placed them somewhere around here-ish, but I thought the best place to place them was, well, on an island in the Mediterranean Sea. They have gone from a landlocked region to a freaking island. And to be fair, limitations when it comes to region placement. I mean, in Napoleon, Hessen would be somewhere around here and Westphalia around here. But we're not playing Napoleon, so I had to improvise. But anywho, back to Hungary here. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a general. No trace, but that's fine. Have we gotten ourselves a minister? Yes, we have, and that's... I suppose that's decent. Go ahead and get rid of you. I want to try to save the guys that has positives when it comes to the lower classes. We should try to make them happy, mainly so that we can counteract this. Nothing seems to be happening on turn 2. Poland, Austria, that ain't good. Francois, Prussia, Poland. Okay, I see. So they broke their alliance because of that. Hopefully that's not gonna cause the two of you to go into war here. Oh, goddammit, why do we have to get a copy of you? The two of you are freaking worthless. And once this turn has ended, we're gonna go ahead and attack the Ottomans. And would you look at that, Prussia is attacking Austria. We really have to join in on this, just to preserve that protectorate status. Poland, please don't do the same. Okay, thank you. You two stay chill with one another, okay? Ah, would you look at that, we got ourselves a gentleman. That's very nice. Go ahead and make your way over here, good sir. And I think that this should be Gucci enough. I doubt that the Ottomans really have any real defense down here. This should be fine. Now we're gonna go ahead and call Austria into this, because I think we might need support. And heck, if we're gonna kick some Ottoman butt, we might as well let them join in on it. None of their protectors join in on that. That's great. Now Austria, please, let us have this. Don't take this away from us. Alliance broken. Austria, Austria, Austria. Lots of alliances broken from Austria's side. That ain't good. Great Britain, Scotland. Oh no. Well, let's go ahead and just pray for the Scotsmen. And we got yet another one of you guys. Please, get me some good ministers, please. I really feel like that we're being screwed when it comes to the ministers here. That is a really, really bad roll. I guess you could say, Austria, I see you moving there. They didn't take the region, but maybe they inflicted some casualties or something. I'm a little bit surprised to see that Saxony is still alive and kicking. Austria, Poland again. Okay, well, you guys really need to sort each other's out here, because that is not a very healthy relationship there. Now, what do you have down here, Ottomans? Nothing too exciting, but I feel like I've been rambling for so long. Why don't we go ahead and have ourselves an actual battle, shall we? Why the hell do you have experience 3 on a freaking Muslim? That is not a good look. I also forgot to mention, because I am such a god when it comes to forgetting stuff, We do start off with plug bayonets. As I was playtesting with Hungary, I felt like giving them plug bayonet was actually a pretty decent thing. Especially since we're gonna go up against people here that can pretty much just get it way sooner than we can. I mean, heck, if we're gonna be researching military technology, we need to get ourselves a bigger city. And I think I know just the target for that. Now, we should be able to have this one in the bag here. It should be fairly easy, unless I heck it up, that is. They do have a lot of shooter-delinos, though. The general is just sitting behind there, citizenry there. I don't know if we should be risky with our general here, but I don't want to be taking too many casualties here. Let's go ahead and try to be a bit sneaky with these guys. Not reacting to our infantry yet. I'm not gonna move in the cavalry just yet. I just want them to react to the infantry a little bit. Still not taking the bait, I see. Alright, fine. We'll just force it then. I mean, we're right there. Come on, have yourself a snack here. I dare ya. There we go. Now they're moving. Okay, you're gonna go ahead and take care of that. I think I might have the general take care of this. Oh yeah, they should be fine. Now, Mr. General, sir, please be careful here. Oh, nice one, the cavalry. Nice. Make them rout, make them shattered. Nice, good work. Go ahead and take care of the next citizenry. The oh god, general's in a very bad predicament. Gonna go ahead and move you guys a little bit closer. Oh god. Please don't die here, Mr. General, good sir. I think he should be fine. I mean, it's nothing but a bunch of citizenry and just a regular... Okay, never mind. There he hecking goes. Whoopsie. Oh, well, he wasn't really that important to begin with, so it's no big loss, really. Also, I tend to notice that sometimes, even though the general dies, sometimes the unit itself tends to, well, survive. And it's still there. Like, you can use it as an actual unit, although the general character is gone. I don't know how sometimes that happens, but I feel like it's very weird, and it doesn't happen very often. But I doubt that we're gonna keep you as a unit. Oh, citizenry, get the heck out of here. You shouldn't even be fighting this. The Ottomans are treating you badly, and I'm surprised that you haven't dealt with these guys yet. Come on. There we go. Good one there, boys. Good. And if you can, try to kill their general. Okay, never mind. Alright, well, go up here and just make sure that they don't come back. They're very tired. Come on, cavalry, go ahead and just break them already. I bet it's just because the general is still alive, they refuse to break. Just keep on running there, Ottomans. There's nothing to see here. My goodness Christ, cavalry, just get rid of these guys already. Can't believe how much you guys are struggling against that. I mean, yeah, sure, the both of you are tired, and you are provocable cavalry after all, but come on, guys. This shit just embarrassing at this point. Okay, nice. Do you perhaps... the routing? Oh, you can't be serious! All of that, and you just routed because of it. Fine, I guess the infantry have to finish that up. Clean up your freaking mess, I guess. Could have been a little bit better. Could not have lost the general there, but it's fine. He's easily replaceable. In Bish Bash Bush, we have taken Serbia. And oh, holy shitty titty biscuits. Austria, could we perhaps ask you from some assistance here, please? Oh man, the Ottomans are gonna go down hard on us. You also don't have any freaking traits. What's wrong with these generals and not having traits? Any new ministers? Yes, there we go. You're just a copy of this guy, but that's fine. And you actually got some other traits here. That's not too bad. Alright, I guess you can stay then. We could replace you just because you have one more management, but I do like the religious unrest there. You know what? You can stay. I don't tend to focus too much on the navy anyway, which is actually bad. There's one thing I tend to really neglect when I play this game. is artillery and navy. My weakest thing in this game is actually naval combat. But then again, a lot of people tend to say that the Empire's naval combat sucks. I think it's pretty decent. Oh god, Ottomans, please let me breathe. Okay, you appear to just be raiding. That's fine. That's completely fine. Now, we could go ahead and attack them, but I think it's best if we don't do that. We need to replenish ourselves before we do that. I don't know if they're gonna take the chance to besiege us though, but hopefully they do not. I guess while you guys are being replenished, why don't you go ahead and get yourself a couple of pikemen? Nation destroys Saxony and Morocco. Well, rest in peace, you guys. Also, I'm a little bit surprised to see that you survived for so long there, Saxony. Not bad. But anywho, now that this has been constructed, we can go ahead and get ourselves some Hungarian units in here. Also, I want to stress this. I am never gonna be upgrading to this building here. And that mainly is, we will lose out on the Hungarian cavalry and the Hungarian Grenadiers. The only thing that stays is the Hungarian line infantry. So this building is gonna stay like this for pretty much forever, since I don't really like losing out on these two units here. Let's try to keep them for as long as possible. So why don't we go ahead and get some, shall we? Let's go ahead and get a couple of you guys, maybe perhaps some infantry, and it doesn't hurt to get a couple of Grenadiers. Now, before we do anything else though, there's one thing I need to do. Hello there, small boys. It's a good thing to see that you guys are here. Why don't you go ahead and take your squad and go down here? And don't ask why I named a militia unit the small boys. Don't question it, just go along with it. And now that you've gone ahead and researched that, I am mainly gonna be focusing on researching this and this. It would be lovely if we can have this research as fast as possible, just so we can go ahead and upgrade our trading ports that we will eventually get. I guess this is a little bit better. You still have this. Yeah, I can go ahead and replace you with you. And you know what? I am not gonna fiddle too much with this. This is good enough. Also, hold on a second. If Austria took Saxony, does that mean they're in a conflict with Poland? Maybe they are. Also, as much as I would love to attack this, I am actually gonna refuse to do that, since we don't really have the numbers to do so. You can actually take the army that is standing here and join in with this one just to take this one out of here. And after we're done that, hopefully we'll have enough move points to maybe Bosnia, but I doubt so. Ottomans, you're really being a thorn on my side here. Oh, Scotland. Oh, that's sad. I was really rooting for you there, guys. But I guess being in the position that you're in, I guess you couldn't really stand up against the British. Rest in pepperoni there, guys. Now let's see here. I hope to God with you attacking this, you're gonna join in on that. Okay, they did. Alright, let's go ahead and slaughter some Ottomans, shall we? Oh god, why did it have to be a nighttime battle out of all things? It's fine, we'll have the element of surprise. I guess. Okay, they're coming from behind, that's decent, I guess. Now, small boys, you'll lead the charge here. Go ahead and spook the piss out of these Ottomans. They may see you as a joke, but I see you as a freaking fear. Like a fear house or something. I don't know, I'm just rambling at this point. Also, one thing I want to try, something that I have noticed in the Mysore campaign that we're doing right now, is that when our general is coming in as a reinforcement, for some reason, it gave me the notification of heroic death, but when the battle was over, he was still there. And oh god, you're moving way too close there. Okay, never mind. Well, it's just military knows, but still. For some reason, he was pretty much still alive. Like, the character was still there, even though it gave the notification that he actually died. So I want to go ahead and try to see if this general falls and he's still there, then that is a pretty weird bug and or glitch. But then again, this game is very famous for being a buggy mess. But I have come to live with the bugs a little bit. Sure, they're a little bit bad. Also, small boys, for the love of God, can you please position yourself in a very good manner here, please? So I'm pretty sure that these pikemen are... yeah, they're definitely not gonna have a good time here. They're gonna get slaughtered. Don't know if I need to get you up here. Might need to get the general up here just to test my theory. See, they're winning slightly, so that's good. And small boys, you are not even within range. I'm playing this like a freaking goof. I'm just making his way there. The rest of you boys, go ahead and make your way up here. Two of your units are hidden. I wonder where the hell they went, because I didn't really see it. And now the pikemen are losing slightly. I don't like that. Have you join in on that? And I guess for shits and giggles, I'd have you join in on that, just to test my theory. Well, I want to see if he actually survives. When he dies, then that is a weird-ass bug, I guess. Since when you get the heroic death, the unit itself and the character, it should be gone. That's how the game works. They're still winning slightly. Are you freaking kidding me? Don't tell me it is because of the freaking the pikemen that you're slaughtering, I hope. The Gragineers, I don't like it you're walking so close to me. Please have some social distance here, okay? Here, there goes those guys. Let's go ahead and have you guys turn around and face the rest. We can go ahead and have the pikemen going up here. Oh crap, didn't mean to select all of you guys. Freaking fat fingering everything. I know that you have one more unit around here somewhere. It's just hiding. Ottomans, I didn't sign up for a game of hide and seek here, good sir. Could you please take it a little bit more seriously here? What the fuck do you mean, me bringing in a militia unit is not serious enough? Oi! If the game allows me to take a shitty-ass unit and have it being upgraded through experience, then I will freaking do so. I don't really tend to play games in a very serious manner. But to be fair here, who in their right mind would bring a militia unit that is not even capable of, or even should be in a war, bring them into war? I think that would be someone like me, because, hey, if you have a gun and you know how to use that gun, then you will join the army. Oh god, the small boys are just getting bullied here. I don't like that. Can you guys pull back a little bit? Pikeman, can you maybe get on top of this? Oh no, small boys. Don't let them bully you too much here, please. I'm playing this a little bit badly here, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see, I wonder how you will be faring against the cavalry here, good sir. Just go ahead and hope that the general doesn't die here. I need to be a little bit careful here. So what's our actual general doing? He's just running around with these lads. Go ahead and just make your way up here, please. Losing slightly. I thought this Gragineer was winning here. Hey, go ahead and... no, wait. Was that kills inflicted on enemy? Yeah, kills inflicted on enemy. Not bad. What's happening here? Losing slightly. That's good, but that was a very weak-ass charge. Go ahead and surround this Gragineer, methinks. Or he can rout, perhaps. Really want to chase all of these guys down. Don't want any survivors here. Losing slightly, not surprised there. Alright, you can go ahead and have to chase those guys down. I am low-key panicking since we're taking a lot of casualties here, which I do not like. We should try to be as fresh as possible here, there, guys. But it's just this guy left here. And the pikemen can take a couple of hits, and it's fine. They're bullet sponges after all. And I don't know if I'm the only one here that uses pikemen unironically. I actually tend to use them. But it's mainly because of bullet sponges. They're really good at soaking up bullets. Enemy general killed, nice. That should hopefully cause them to rout, methinks. Or maybe perhaps not. Doing good work there, pikemen. Keep it up. There we go. Nice. Good work there, boys. Good work. Now, I'm just gonna go ahead and take my time to run you down, and that should be it. Oh, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have done that. There is a lot of people that is escaping. Oh, please, for the love of God, don't let a unit survive that. I don't want to run down any stranglers here. No, they're dead. Thank God for that. And we can reach Bosnia, but I want to grab this other pikeman with us. And you know what? Fine, we'll just chillax with you guys then, I guess. I really don't like it that Poland is moving towards our direction here. It's very mischievous here, and oh, Ottomans, oh no. You are really ruining my plan here, good sir. Alright, should we go ahead and do this? Should we take Bosnia and sacrifice Serbia just so we have Bosnia under our belt here? Yeah, we do that? Okay, let's do that. Bavaria, Hessen, nothing bad happened, right? Oh, Norway. Damn, these emergent nations are really going down. It's just been Scotland and Norway so far, which is a little bit sad. Hopefully we get to fight some of these guys. Now I know for sure that we can't take this and then immediately go back. Besides, what do you have over here? Oh dear God, you have an organ gun. Austria? Help with this maybe? Alright, I am not gonna be fighting a freaking organ gun. Not in the condition that you guys are in, so why don't we go ahead and run over here instead? Now, Ottomans, please, if you wouldn't mind. No, well, fine, have it your way then. There we go, nice. Just gonna go ahead and hope that Bosnia's not gonna be too pissy here. Okay, they're not being that pissy, so they should be fine. I guess while we have the chance, although I don't know if it's worth it, but I know that the AI tends to be a little bit of a goof sometimes. Let's see, who can we trade with? We can trade with Greece because we're bordering them. You know what? Sure. Why? No. But why not Greece? Alright, well, hecking fine. We don't want to be trading with you anyway. Let's see here. Well, I can see that the... Oh, wait. They're at war with Ireland? I guess the Irish must have joined in on the Scotland side there. Or they just declared war on Ireland after they dealt with Scotland. And if that's the case, that's just really freaking mean there, Britain. I wonder, should we actually trade with Westphalia here? I mean, they don't have any trade partners. You know what? Let's go ahead and support my boy here. And let's see who else. Marafas doesn't seem to be doing well. I don't know if I should risk that, but I think it should be fine. You know what? I think it should be fine. Okay, never mind. They don't want to trade with us regardless. Who else then? I guess maybe the United States or something? Well, I guess I suppose. I mean, why not? Okay, no. Nobody seems to want to betray with us. Please don't do a freaking Misrana here. Please don't do that. Okay, thank you, Britain. Thank you. And I think with that, I'm actually gonna go ahead and end this very first episode here. It's a bit of a rough start. Let's just go ahead and cross our fingers that this campaign will result into a good one. And of course, hope for no safe corruptions. But anywho, like and favorite if you enjoyed, subscribe when I see more videos like this. I'm the Small GT, signing off.